Chapter 222. You hit the jackpot. Archer. Blood-robed old ghost. One day, I find out about your everything. Lu Bingxuan took a deep breath and suppressed his killing intent. Before knowing the exact situation of the other party, he did not have the confidence to kill this person. Naturally, there was no need to waste his energy and give this old ghost a chance. Taunt, and your words are too little misleading. Songshi rejected him. What nonsense was that? Why did his words feel a little ambiguous? Lu Bingxuan met up with the others in a flash and sneered mercilessly. Haha, you killed my son and now you've even killed a guardian of my sky demon cult. Even if I don't make a move, you would definitely die by some way or another. Really? Songshi was in a good mood. It was great that he had provoked the entire sky demon cult. Father, is there something wrong with this old ghost's brain? This fellow was actually not afraid of an existence that could shake the foundations of the great Jin dynasty. Even if the other party was an elder of the heavenly ghost sect, he should not be like this, right? A little, in the past, the blood-robed old ghost who killed people like flies and committed all kinds of evil deeds was considered normal. Now because he had been possessed repeatedly, his spirit has been messed up. Lu Bingxuan guessed. The other elders and disciples were enlightened and revealed looks of pity. What a pity! This old ghost was also an important figure back then. Now, he has become a lunatic. Looks like you won't become a demon unless you're crazy. It's best not to provoke such a person. If you provoke him, you have to kill him. Hearing their strange discussion, Songshi's face darkened and he scolded back. You guys are the ones who are mentally ill. I think the entire Sky Demon cult is mentally ill. He just wanted to farm the rewards. How was he mentally ill? Let's go. Don't waste your breath on a lunatic. Lu Bingxuan waved his hand and gave up on fighting Songshi. Who told you to leave? Songshi patted the blood dragon at his waist. After obtaining his nomological power, this new numinous artifact's aura surged like a rainbow. It raised its head and let out a long cry, transforming into a blood dragon that was 10,000 feet long. It shook its head and wagged its tail as it charged towards the heavenly devil cult members. The blood light emitted by the long dragon covered the sky and earth. Even plants withered instantly when they were shown on. Their vitality was taken away, and its power was even more terrifying than before when it had only turned into human flesh. At the same time, the power of the golden spear in his hand formed a fire golden dragon. The scorching power distorted the air, and the withered plants turned into ashes. The blood dragon devoured life, while the fire dragon burned the heavens and destroyed the earth. One was strange and demonic, and the other was huge and domineering. Under the combination, it was as if two dragons had come out of their caves. It was unstoppable, causing the expressions of everyone in the Sky Demon cult to change. This fellow actually activated two numinous artifacts. Facing the two dragons that shook the world, Lu Bingxuan's face twitched. His spirit snake scales were not considered complete numinous artifacts. Even so, coupled with the mystic ice spikes, he had expended a lot of his nomological power. Facing the pursuit of the two dragons, he had no choice but to attack. He formed seals with one hand, and a near-piercing hiss resounded. As he activated his numinous artifact with all his might, the mystic ice spikes transformed into an ice snake that faced the blood dragon that contained the blood light that filled the sky. As soon as the sky blue ice power came into contact with the blood-colored light, it contained an extremely terrifying ice power, causing the extremely corrosive blood light to stop spreading. The golden fire dragon with scorching flames struck the snake scales. As the flames danced, the dharmic powers of the surrounding people boiled and evaporated. HMPH. Lu Bingxuan's eyes lit up. With a thought, he forcefully mobilized the spiritual chi of heaven and earth. What surprised Songshi the most was that this guy had snatched all the spiritual GD code. Mobilize. It was not that he could not mobilize it, but that he could not beat the other party from snatching it. This way, Lu Bingxuan's Dharma treasures and spells could use the spiritual chi of heaven and earth to recover and strengthen, but his could not. Blood-robed old ghost, this is the true difference between you and me. In front of me, you can't use much spiritual chi of heaven and earth. Lu Bingxuan had a proud expression. His nascent soul was close to the soul transformation realm, and it could affect the power of heaven and earth. It was not something the other party could compare to. Luke and the others heaved a sigh of relief. When the two dragons flew over just now, They really felt terrified. It's indeed impressive. Sanshi nodded and patted a yellow bag at his waist. In the next second, a devouring power was suddenly released from the bag. In the blink of an eye, it turned into a huge hole and landed on the snake scales, beginning to devour this special Dharma treasure. Snake scale trembled on the spot as it flew towards the heaven and earth pouch. Lu Bingshuan's expression changed as he hurriedly slapped the heaven and earth pouch, wanting to stop it. However, a large hand that emitted golden light and held a golden dragon spear also slapped over at this moment, meeting his palm head-on. Dang! With a muffled sound, space distorted for a moment, Sanshi retreated in the opposite direction. At the same time, he grabbed the snake scale with his other hand and threw it at the heaven and earth pouch. The closer he got, the more uncontrollable the snake scales became and the light quickly dimmed. "Don't you dare!" Lu Bingshuan shouted. However, he also took half a step back when they collided. He did not have time to stop them. "Father, let me help you." Luke and the others did not stand there foolishly. They hurriedly activated their Dharma treasures and attacked Sanshi's vital points. In the end, Sanshi could not dodge at all. He did not give up on the snake scales despite being attacked head-on by a few golden core cultivators. As he stuffed this thing into his heaven and earth pouch, he was also hit in his vital points. With a few cracking sounds, flying swords, spears, arrows and other Dharma treasures stabbed into Sanshi's vital points, giving him a fatal blow. One arrow, in particular, pierced through his eyes. Before he died, he put away his heaven and earth pouch and glanced at the guide who was shooting arrows. This was the first time he had been shot to death by an arrow. The destructive power of such a Dharma treasure was even more powerful than needle-type Dharma treasures. The person Sanshi was staring at was a burly middle-aged man. His body trembled as he instinctively sensed danger. However, when he saw the light in Sanshi's eyes dim and his body begin to fall uncontrollably, he frowned and hesitated. This fellow should be dead. Was there a need to be afraid? Could he still be alive like before? "Father, did we manage to kill him?" Luke was a little excited to see Sanshi die from a fatal injury. "It's not that simple. Let's freeze this old ghost first." Just as Lu Bingshuan was about to activate the mystic ice spikes to freeze Sanshi, the latter disappeared in the fall and silently appeared beside the elder that shot him. "Interesting, archer. You've hit the jackpot." Sanshi grinned at the archery elder. In the midst of the attacks from the few people just now, this person had dealt the fatal blow and was the target of his lottery draw. Deputy Sect Master Bingshuan, save me. Being targeted by Sanshi, the elder who controlled a pair of bow and arrow Dharma treasure felt his hair stand on end. As he used his longbow to hit Sanshi, he pleaded for help. However, the two of them were too close, especially when Sanshi appeared behind him. He simply used his physical strength and with a puff, the person's protective Dharma treasures were shattered by a palm strike. The other party's longbow hit Sanshi, but it did not even break through the protective golden light. As for him, he was blasted apart. Sanshi had no regrets in killing this person. One was that the reward for a golden core to kill him was limited, and there were many people from the Sky Demon cult. There was also Lu Bingshuan, who was stronger than him. If he did not kill him decisively, he would not have much of a chance. "You've gone too far." Lu Bingshuan's mystic ice spikes quickly landed. He did not kill Sanshi, but wanted to freeze him. Sanshi's Ragnarok was still on cooldown. Sensing the other party's thoughts, he did not want to be trapped. He raised his spear and knocked back the mystic ice spikes, only accepting the fatal attack. "Lu Bingshuan, what's wrong with you guys? You can't even deal with one person." At this moment, an impatient voice suddenly rang out. Another Sky Demon cult powerhouse had arrived.